Swami Maharaj, there is a forecast by the Master. The philosophers, mystics and men of goodwill of the world with their spiritual insight must come to the rescue now. Their word, endowed with the authority of their inner communion with God, alone can save the world from the worst calamity. Not an individual prophet, but a united body of world philosophers and mystics alone can solve the present problems of the world and give the proper lead to those that govern the nations, their business, their social life. We have the great opportunity under the auspices of Swami Sivananda Maharaj's 125th birth anniversary that there is a divine get-together of philosophers of our country. We invite most revered Professor Sarat N. Joshi to kindly come to the dais. He is our ex-pro Vice Chancellor, MS University, Vadodara, Gujarat. And Dr. Joshi is at present the distinguished faculty and is teaching Foundations of Indian Culture at the Oro University, Surat. He is the chairman of Aurobindo Society, Gujarat, and advisor, Public Service Commission. We welcome Professor Joshi ji and request him to kindly address the audience.
In the presence of His Holiness Swami Sri Sivananda Maharaj, in the presence of all the revered saints and sages of this Shivananda Ashram, with the permission of all my senior professors and all the devotees of His Highness Swami Sri Sivananda Maharaj, who have all gathered together here to celebrate the 125th birth anniversary of the revered Swamiji Brahmanishta Sri Sivananda Maharaj. I really feel blessed to have been invited to talk to such an enlightened audience here, who are not only devotees but the saints and sages are doing some sadhana. They are on their path towards the realization. And to speak under the eyes of such people humbles me, and I humbly pray that I may be given strength to stand before you and deliver whatever thoughts I have to give. It was indeed a privilege to have come here and offer my obeisance to His Highness Swami Sivananda Maharaj, because I have a connection with him for the last 50 years. I was in a class of 9th or 10th when my uncle from Ahmedabad used to send to me the literature of Divine Life Society and small booklets, and I used to read avidly. And I remember very distinctly what he said, that we should always have a separate prayer room for you with lock and key. This stuck to my young mind, and after 40 years perhaps, in the middle age of my life, I was able to do that, and I was very happy to do that. In Baroda, there is a Divine Life Society Center which His Holiness Swami Sivananda Maharaj visited. And at the University of Baroda, we have some center of study of Shivananda. It was, as a matter of fact, when I was a Pro-Vice Chancellor of the university. I am retired now. When I was a Pro-Vice Chancellor of the university, then Mr. Jayant Dave, Dr. Jayant Dave approached me, and he wanted to have some kind of a chair at the university. And I suggested that instead of a chair, it would be better to have a study center of Shivananda. And that is how it started at the Hamiragachi University, the study center. I have been often visiting Shivananda Study Center in Baroda. It is very near to our place. Today, the topics that I have chosen and given permission to speak on is the spiritual darshan, Adhyatmic darshan of India, Bharatiya Adhyatma Vidya, and Swami Shivananda's contribution to it. Roughly, I have divided my talk in 3 parts. First of all, I will try to create a perspective of Indian spirituality from time immemorial till today. Then I want to talk a little bit about the crux of Indian spirituality that was inspired by learned speakers in the morning. And then I will relate these Indian spirituality and the crux of Indian spirituality as I understand to Sri Swami Sivananda's works, and how he fulfills the fulfillment about Indian spirituality. That is the topic I will touch upon. I hope I will be able to do whatever justice I can. Our Indian spirituality has started from time immemorial, the Vedic times. The Veda are the Adi Srota of Indian spirituality. But later on, it was said to be Shruti rather than Veda. Veda Samhitas are normally used for Karmakanda, and we do not have the real meaning of the Veda today. The Veda Samhitas, and especially the Rigveda, is steeped with spiritual knowledge. Even Yaska, at much earlier times, he said that there are 3 meanings of the Veda. the Adi-Bhautik, Adi-Daivik and Adhyatmik. But the Adhyatmic meanings are lost. And he tried to recover them. Even Sivanacharya gave some meaning. Mostly he gives the, sacrificial, ceremonial meaning to the Vedas. But sometimes there is no go. He has to speak out about the spiritual meaning of the Veda. The Veda themselves says, Ninya vachamsi kavaye divajana kavaya sabda shvataha. They are the seers of truth. As a matter of fact, in Gita, they say, Sri Krishna says, that Maharshaya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavastha Madhava Manasara Yesham Yogaima Kataha. What does it mean? It means that the 7 Saptarshis, which are supposed to be expounding the Veda, singing the Veda, they are the direct descent from the mental plane, the spiritual plane, to the earthly plane. And that is why we say that the Vedas are apaurushaya, because they have not composed these Vedas out of their mind, out of their poetry, so to say. But they have seen, they have heard, Satya Shruta. They have heard these mantras, they have brought them into some pratikas. And so Veda is our original srote, original fountainhead of Indian spirituality. As a matter of fact, the Veda is steeped with intuitions. Veda themselves speak of the 4 deities, 4 goddesses, Mahi and Bharati, Ila, Saraswati, Sarma and Lakshana. These 4 goddesses are the goddesses of the power of revelation, the power of inspiration, the power of intuition, the power of divine discrimination. So there is a plane above our human plane which is called intuition, and Veda were formulated at that intuitional level by these rishis. As a matter of fact, the whole history of Indian spirituality can be summed up like this: that nature rises to a plane of spirituality, and then it sinks down and percolates the powers of these formulations into the mind, into the heart, and into the body. That is how we should look at the history of Indian spirituality. Because the Vedic knowledge was formulated in the Pratikatmik Bhasha, in the Pratikatmik language, at the level of intuition. And that is why it is lost. As a matter of fact, in the 10th mandala, in the Gnana Sutta, the Rishi says, Utatva Pashyanna Darshavacham, Utatva Shrunuvan Vishnoti Yenam, Uto Tasmai Tanvam Visasre, Jaye Vabatya Ushati Suvasaha. What does it mean? It means that these mantras, these holy rituals, in another mandala it says, Rucho Akshare Parime Yoman, Yasmin Deva Adivishre Nisheduhu, Yas Tam Navedaki Rucha Karishiti, Ya Ittad Vedustaye Me Samasati. These are Ninya Vachamsi Kavaye Divajana, in the 4th mandala, Rishi says. So these are the esoteric meaning of the Veda. What is the thrust of these Veda? What it says is that beyond the human mind, beyond the level of intuition, there is a level of Maharloka, Satyam Rutam Bruhat. And in that level, beyond that level, there is a plane of immortality. So man should rise to the level of Maharloka, and from Maharloka it should rise to the level of Ananda, Janaloka, as we say. and there attain immortality. Amrutasya putraha, that Amrutasya putraha is formulated there at the level of Janaloka, at the level of Sachidananda Ananda Loka. Indian Puranic formulation says that there are 7 Vyaharatis: Buhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. We are only aware of 3: Buhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. So there are 7 formulations of consciousness. As a matter of fact, Ken Wilber of America today, he has imitated Indian spirituality and written a book called Spectrum of Consciousness. What is this spectrum of consciousness? Nothing but this spectrum of the material consciousness, the outer consciousness, the pranic consciousness, the mental consciousness, the consciousness of the Maharloka, the consciousness of Ananda, the consciousness of Chit Tapas, the consciousness of Sat. But in Indian Puranic formulation, they are called lokas, they are the worlds, and therefore this is a material world. There is a pranic world, there is a mental world, there is a world of Maharloka, there is a one loka of Janaloka, then Tapoloka and Satloka, Satyaloka. In Vishnu Purana, it is said that Sanat Kumara are resident of Janaloka. So, I will not go into that because all of Indian Puranic stories can be related to this very fact that Sanat Kumara was instrumental or was a cause of 3 avatars of Shri Krishna. 3 avatars in Hiranyakashipu, Nrsimha, Rama and Krishna. That can be viewed from that point of view. This is Indian spirituality. So, Veda